So this is 2 days before Thanksgiving. I'm making the apple crust. I'm doing oats, flour, sugar, cinnamon, salt, and I'm adding some sourdough starter. And the reason why I'm doing it so early is because I want it to ferment. And now I'm grating in some butter. I'm hanging out with my baby Lucas, who is my little cooking buddy. And now I mix it in with my hands as good as I can. And then I'm going to store it in a Pyrex overnight. Now I start working on my chickpea loaf. I am doing just onions, carrots, and celery, diced very small. And then I'm going to cook those with a little bit of oil until they're very soft. And then I added some garlic puree and mix it all in very good. Now, this is the day after. In the morning, I started working on the apple crumble filling. I am peeling and slicing some apples. I got some Granny Smith and Pink Ladies from Farmers Market, so I'm hoping they're very good. Now I'm slicing apples with my son Eric, and I'm putting it in my bowl. Now I'm adding in some cinnamon to the apples. And I'm also going to do some tapioca starch. Here is my daughter Lily putting some sugar and tapioca starch into milk to make a chocolate cream pie. Now Eric is juicing some lemons. And here's everybody working in the kitchen. Yes, now I'm adding my tapioca starch. And we're mixing everything really well together. And we're going to put it all into a glass Pyrex. Make it nice and even. And next we are going to do the topping, which it's now fermented overnight. And we're just crumbling it on top of it as evenly as we can. Just stuffing it all on there. So I'm hoping it's nice, like a cookie kind of is the idea. Now I am going to bake this covered in foil. Lily's showing us her eggs. She's separating egg yolks and egg whites for the pie. She's tempering and now adding butter and chocolate to the mix and some vanilla to the chocolate filling, and now it's all mixed together. It looks amazing. And that's my apple crumble. Now we're adding the filling to the crust that she made, a homemade chocolate crust. Now I'm working on my chickpea loaves. I am mushing all of the chickpeas. Now I'm adding nutritional yeast and flaxseed, and then some soy sauce and some vegan Worcestershire sauce. Now I'm adding some ketchup and the veggies that I cooked the night before. Then I added some bread that I mushed up in the blender, some of the sourdough. Now I'm adding some salt and pepper for more flavor. And I am mixing it all together. Now I'm putting that in a loaf pan, which I lined with parchment paper, and just get it nice and flat and even. And now I'm going to cover it with foil. And I baked it for 30 minutes covered. Yep. Now I'm working on some dinner rolls. I'm adding some warm water, sourdough starter, some sugar, some salt, and I add some flour. Then last I add some melted butter, and that's how my dough came together. This is the night before Thanksgiving. Now I covered with a tea towel and several covers so it doesn't dry out because it's going to ferment overnight. Now this is the chickpea loaf after 30 minutes. Now I add my ketchup topping and I'm putting it back in the oven for 15 more minutes until it's nice and done.